very good morning to you all, ladies and gentlemen. It is a cold day in Sydney. It is wet. But I'll tell you what, things are going to dry up. They're going to warm up right now because I've got a special guest in the studio. His name is RINO AMITUANAI. He comes to us with his partner Tracy from Oatley visiting us this morning. Put your hands together for the man. Good morning, Uso.
Good morning. Great to be here.
Yeah, man. When's the last time you saw me? Like 15, 20 years ago?
Wow, it would have been like over 15 years, maybe 18, thereabouts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and that was in Doonside, wasn't it? Like it was over.
Yeah, well, it came up to Doonside. I think I was with, was it Junior and Eddie?
Stan Silo, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a few of us that came up there. We had a great night.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate. Thanks for taking time out of your very busy schedule to come in today. Mate, it's fantastic. I can't believe the man is sitting in the studio. Have a look at this guy. Have a look at this handsome man.
Home of the dad bods. Here we go. Let's go. And
dad bods. Right here. Anyway, I'll tell you, it's good to see you. It is good to see you. And
Totally.
What's been happening, mate? So, let's talk about the family in the 80s, growing up. I think you guys were I know you're at Banksia, but you were out at, I think it was Morrison Road in Gladesville.
Absolutely, yeah. You remember that?
Absolutely, because I remember when you drove the XC Falcon through the fence.
Yes. Dude, that's a true story.
Goes in the back car park there, and next thing you know, it's gone through the wooden fence.
I know, right? Yeah. I was always fascinated with driving, watching my dad, so we were growing up, I was very young, just watching him change the gears and that. So when he went to sleep for night shift, I said, you know what? I'll give it a go. So I grabbed the keys and just went straight through the neighbour's fence. I was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, no, you did a good job. Back then, we were hanging with Raymond in the band. He was on the drums.
Absolutely.
Marley. Remember Marley Raymond?
Yes.
And
No, he's a great guy as well. Great drummer. I mean, I don't know about anyone else, but growing up and Dad formed the band, it was more like a church band more than anything.
Yeah.
But it's like everything was self-taught. So Dad wasn't really proficient in guitar himself. He could keep the tempo and that, but we sort of just learnt the hard way, just watching his hands, like he goes, oh, this is a D or an E and whatever. That's how we learnt. We just took off from there. And I think a bit later on we started taking lessons and found out some of the things we were doing were erroneous, so we had to change the structure of what we were doing. Yeah.
Erroneous, well, I've got to say, that's how I learned how to play guitar, was hanging with you guys.
Right.
And I remember playing House of the Rising Sun was one of the first songs that I learned,
House of the Rising Sun or Smoke on the Water.
Right,
when you first start playing guitar, well, that's the way it was back in the 80s. Yeah.
I think another song that people get sick of and you learn is Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Yeah. You don't ever play that. Yeah, you just get smashed.
Yeah.
Funny, like, my missus now, she corrected me on one of the songs. I thought I was like a massive Doobie Brothers fan and I was singing Trying to Groove, but it's actually Trying to Grove.
Trying to Grove.
So all these years, I should have just looked at the title of the song.
Well, that's okay because English is our second language. I mean, we are Samoan.
Well, there you go, right there, right?
Sometimes we've got to bring our Samoanism.
100.
Our Samoanism spills over into the Englandism.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, they were the biggest, right? It was like Creedence Clearwater Revival and the Eagles, like all the Samoan kids knew it.
Loved it, yeah.
I don't know about Tongans, Fijians, or whatever, but the Samoans, they just knew all the great songs, right, growing up.
Yeah. So that's the 80s.
Yeah.
Families and church groups. You guys have moved. We've come out west. I've sort of left. I've sort of come out and I was in Kings Langley. I bought a house there and then I've sort of been away from the Samoan community.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So what made you come back and you look like you're so endowed with it now? You're just right into it.
I think it's a calling. It's a calling.
Right.
And it doesn't matter. We can go left, right, east, west. But, you can't get away from your roots. For me, it's about coming back into the roots. I am my father's son also, I may not be able to speak the Samoan angangu'u.
Yeah.
But that's all part of coming back to this calling. I feel like there's something... Our people need help. Our young kids need direction.
Well, just before you go any further, like, you'll have to explain a bit more, because I've been sort of out of the community, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, sort of growing up out in that area and just doing what I was doing in the 90s, right? I was just like, sort of cut off, if you will.
Yeah.
There was always mum, but it was just like, we didn't really take it on. We weren't around those sort of people, right? And that influence.
Yeah.
So we came out sort of different, but we'll absolutely love to reconnect with the culture and stuff like that. Yeah. And I've always got my mum to refer to if I need to know anything, which I do.
Yeah. No.
When my mum goes over to Samoa, She always says when she gets off at the airport, because I think the history of the family is from Falelolo, I think, she feels her ancestors or the presence there in that area. She just feels something. Yeah. And so she says a little prayer for wherever they are. You know what I mean? I said that's a very powerful thing. Is that like people that were brought up here, right? You're whites, and they go back to Scotland, they feel something when they're on that land of their ancestors or their heritage.
Absolutely.
Do they feel that visceral feeling?
I think people underestimate the connection between the people and
the land. Yeah.
Now, this is something that ancient cultures, indigenous cultures, knew about. You know, the Aboriginals with this land. You know.
Yeah.
There's something to be said about it. Every now and then, when I'm doing an event or something, I will invoke the spirits of our ancestors. You know, like to come in. You know, but we know that they're present, they're ever present there, you know, because I believe in these, you know, we need with the fundamentals of the universe, you know, that they are with us all the time. So I feel the spirit of my parents, my father-in-law, you know, these are people that walk with us.
Yes.
I feel the energy, you can say the energy, the aura, call it what you want, but, you know, I think there's a very real presence, you know.
Yes. And I think it's sort of like times when you're on your own, when you're just like at a beach or sitting on the cliff overlooking the Pacific Ocean, when you're on your own with your thoughts away from the central level of cars, noise and everything else, you feel a deeper feeling, right? A connection. It's just like, wow, they're actually here. There's something.
Yep.
You feel something. I think the same goes with like believing in God as well.
100. I was just going to come to that.
Yeah.
Because I think when we're sitting in nature and we have this awesome, we're overcome with this feeling of, wow, look at this place. And then we have this connection, the subconscious connection with the Creator. Yeah. With the universe.
Totally.
You know, that's what I believe.
I believe that.
Maybe I need some psychedelic drugs to calm me down, but
yeah. But it's something sometimes you can't explicate, you can't describe. You just have this feeling, and people say, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just some sort of sensation. It's just like high voltage, just going through you. High voltage, rock and roll.
Yeah, they're funny. How funny is that? There's two Samoans sitting here.
Yeah.
And, you know, the area we grew up in, man, like, yeah, we know AC/DC, we know Colt Chisel, we know the radio, we know all these music.
Bro, that was my jam back then. Honestly, yeah, Colt Chisel, right? It was Colt Chisel, it was AC/DC. And it was like...
Rose Tattoo.
Angry
Anderson, and yeah.
And they had some other bands like Hunters and Collectors and other things.
I love Hunters, man.
Dude.
I love Hunters. Mark Seymour, if you're listening, I love Hunters and Collectors.
Yeah. Are they the one that sing that song?
Don't let your river run dry. Let's go.
Throw your arms around me.
Yes.
That song, bro.
Yeah.
That was it.
We'll play that later.
Yeah.
Get on the cats and we'll play it. Yeah.
You know what I hate? It's like... Sometimes you talk with Kiwis, right, and we're saying, like, Crowded House is ours, and they said no, because Neil Finn, right, the split ends. Like, split ends with New Zealand. Dude, you can keep them. I love them, but Crowded House is ours. Like, don't try to claim, dude, like, stop, okay?
No, you get that. But, yeah, Crowded House is an Australian product. They're Kiwis. They might have been born Kiwis, the Finn brothers, but, no, Neil, Aussie. Dude. Aussie. It's like the Pavlova. You know the Pavlova? It's like... Kiwis. Is it Australian or is it New Zealand?
Look, we'll claim it, right? Don't worry about the Kiwis. And they go on about our Lamingtons and stuff. Like, dude, Lamingtons is ours. Don't bring up this shit. Oh, it was made in England in 18... No, nothing, okay? We own Lamingtons.
Okay, put your hands together for the claim of Lamingtons.
Right.
We own Lamingtons. Okay, let's go to this one. How about meat pies?
Oh, bro.
This is contentious because I've had some very nice meat pies in New Zealand.
Can I just phone a friend? Hey, do New Zealand own that they made meat pies first or Australia?
No, I've never heard that before. I've never heard who owns them.
Yeah, we'll claim that too. It belongs to Australia.
Okay, Australia. I'll tell you what, it's Australia 3, New Zealand 0. It's... So, I mean... The only thing I guess New Zealand can claim is One Tree Hill, which has been cut down.
I think...
If you cut down One Tree Hill, shame on you, bro.
Shame on you, bro.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
A lot of memories there.
A lot of memories there. Okay, in the studio once again, I have got RINO AMITUANAI.
Hey, how's it going?
And I'll tell you what a handsome man he is, mate. He looks rough and ready.
Rough and ready.
Rough and ready. And I guess that's why his partner Tracy, when they met, there was instant chemistry. The love in Oatley grew tenfold. Sorry, I don't know where I'm going with this. Talk to me about.
I was wondering when you were going to stop,
mate. Talk to me about your partner Tracy. I met Tracy.
Dude, yeah. So after the separation with the wife and that, 18 months later, boys were pushing me to go onto these dating sites. Like, no, it's not for me. I'd rather go it alone, right? There's just like this thing, like keep your peace. Like dealing with women is just one of those things, right? So it's just like, oh no. Like, dude, like you can't be alone for the rest of your life. I was like, no, I can, right? Wow. So I said, one day it's just like being pushed to the limit. I said, look, I'll try it. So I jumped on, I think went on some dating app. I won't mention it. And then we met up. She said she's like medical admin. So we went out for a date, coffee. You're not going to get dinners and any of that. Like, I don't even know you. You're going to get a coffee from 7-Eleven, right? That's all you're worth at the moment. And then I found out that she was like a copper. And then I told her to get out of the car.
What?
Yeah, I told her like straight, man, get out of the car.
You're kidding.
Then we had this friendly banter. It turned into laughter, and yeah.
And the rest is history.
And the rest is history.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Put your hands together for that. Put your hands together. What a lovely story.
Yeah.
What an awesome. So the fact that Tracy is a serving officer in the New South Wales Police Force, does that have some impact on how you conduct yourself and being mindful of the law and the...
Not at all. I'm always like, have been law-abiding since, I don't know, 2000 something.
Would you say you were law-abiding at the time when you were exercising your right of passage to drive that XC Falcon through the fence?
I was too young to know the law. Yeah.
Let's talk about crime in the community, and in particular, Polynesian crime.
Right.
Okay. So the stats are showing that our people are overrepresented in crime, domestic violence, robbery, fraud.
Right.
What do you think this is about? Like the fact that we've got these kids. Right now, we've got this postcode wars that are happening.
Yeah, I know a little bit about it.
In the Sydney Basin. So
yeah.
If you come from a certain area, you don't go to another postcode.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah.
And they may be your cousins in the other postcode. But if your cousins are with the gang, they're gonna stitch you up. And that's crazy.
Wild.
That's crazy. So
that's wild.
Well, let's talk about what's behind that, you know? Like, is it a disconnect of the culture? We rebel as kids, we grow up, we're under the Samoan culture. But then, is it also what I alluded to earlier in our conversation was the idea of secularism and, wandering away from our traditional faith-based models of society.
Well, it's definitely a big part of it, isn't it?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Because it's because of those like Christian ethics, those moral principles, right, that regulate your behaviour. Even if you're a bad person, if you stick to these principles, you got a good guideline to live a good life, and be a good citizen, a good father, good son, all of that stuff, right? So it does play a big part in people's lives. You can wear a cross or a crucifix all day. You can yell out, oh, I'm a Christian. And, dude, you're not.
100%.
You're not.
100%.
Right? It's almost like just an identity. I hang a rosary on my rear vision mirror, and people go, oh, you can't. No, I don't practice.
Yeah.
It's given to me by my grandmother.
Yeah.
They know nothing about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that needs to come back. It's like, I don't know, teach your kids catechism or something, right? Growing up, saint stories, something good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, what is the attraction with all this? What did you say, like drill music and stuff like that?
R&B, like this rap.
What's
drill.
the appeal? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do like these young men sort of just gravitate in that direction? And they could be brought up in, I don't know, middle class families. You don't have to be struggling to want that lifestyle.
I did say to you earlier that, in fact, that drill culture, it seems to be permeating all these levels of society. And I'm talking about kids that come from white families, right? privileged backgrounds. These kids are at schools where the parents are paying 30, 40, 50,000 a year for them to attend these schools, and yet they want to be eshés.
Wow,
they
that's
want
crazy,
to, you know what I
right?
mean?
Yeah.
They see this thing, they're fascinated with this Polynesian drill culture. Oh, yeah, they want to be a lad. You know what I mean? Like, it's just...
Well, where are we falling short? Is it the youth rebelling, or is it a lack of parental guidance, or parents just go into your kid's room and find out what they're doing?
I think there's
Something.
I think it's a combination of both. I think there's a disconnect in the family between these kids and their parents. So the parents go to work, they don't know what's going on, and I don't know, maybe they need to open up those communications, open that community. Maybe there's a lot of angst in the family. Maybe the kids think the parents are unapproachable.
Right.
The parents think the kids are little.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, but something's got to happen. I mean, even growing up as a kid, like I said, there was the time when I was the leader of Albert and the Westies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we used to drive around in a Ford Falcon station wagon XB, the windows down, smoking cigarettes in the car, drinking long necks of VB, going off, acting like total bogans. And that was the limit, that was the extent of our criminal activities,
Right, yeah.
Going around with the flannelette shirt and the long hair,
Yeah.
AC/DC blasting out our little speaker.
Yes.
That's all we could afford. But it's so different now where the kids are now. They're involved in crimes, and it seems to me it's this this uprising of Polynesian crime. And he said, talking about the disconnect in the family and the culture, and he's talking about the kids on social media. They want to make a name for themselves. He said to me, there's two types of criminals, Albert.
Right.
He said, there's organised crime.
Yep.
Right. That's the line that he's in. So these guys are structured businesses that do crime, and then there's petty crime. You got your crim. You got your crim. You got your crim. Right. Yeah. They go. They do robberies. They do, but they're not. There's no organisation there.
Well, that's the funny thing. It's like when you're in organised crime, they just go after each other, right?
Yeah.
Civilians aren't involved. This other one that you're talking about, I think they just go for anyone. They'll rob you for $5, break into your car for cigarettes.
Yeah, that's right.
And they could kill you, right? It's just sheer thuggery, if anything.
That's right. So that's the difference. You've got the sheer thuggery.
Yeah.
And then you've got organised crime.
I know, yeah.
Bringing us tobacco. Cheap tobacco.
Look, shout out to you guys, man. Keep going.
Shout out to you guys. And I've got to say, mate, there's one.
When the government's a certain way, you take corners, mate. Cut corners. On you, mate. Right.
The government cut corners, and I've got to say this. Whilst there's Middle Eastern crime, I want to thank my Middle Eastern brothers for propping up this side of the. Thanks for the cheap cigarettes. Thanks for the.
Thanks, Habibis.
Thanks, Habibis, for passing our cars when they're defective. Thanks for the no C blue slips and all of these things. Just stop putting claims in for your insurances, mate, when your panel beater shop burns down after 1 week of operation, all right?
Yeah, tobacconists. Yeah.
And the tobacconists.
There's a place for everyone in life, right?
Mate.
There's a niche for everyone.
Well, you have a look at this. You have a look at what's happened in the United States. So Donald Trump thought it would be a good idea to get rid of all the immigrants, right? Because the immigrants are taking the jobs, yeah?
Right.
So what's happened there now, farms are closing down. People, they realise that there is a place for every individual in their society. So all these positions that the immigrants were serving, the Americans aren't going to go and pick the fruit in the farm. They're not going to do it. They're
I get what you're saying.
So
I thought when it initially kicked off, this edict that he had was like to get rid of illegal immigrants because there's a lot of MS-13 and whatnot's coming through from, I think, El Salvador, Panama, and all these other places down south, right, or central. Yeah. So, but now it's got to that point where they're just taking everybody, even the guys that, okay, they're there illegally, but they're not breaking any laws. They're just here to feed their families and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So how do you fix that?
Yeah, well, that's a big thing for them to solve.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no shortage of enemies for Trump after his tariffs. He's put Canada in a better position. Like GM, Ford, Tesla, they're all moving north.
I don't know if it's 70% of the country or 60, whatever it is, that voted for him. Are they still happy with him, or they've retracted and said, "Nah, bro, he's not what I thought he'd be"?
Yeah, I think Trump's a bit unhinged, and like for so long the world has been like, "Give me the US dollar, brother, greenback."
Yeah.
That all may change,
But then they know it as the petrodollar as well, and they reckon that America will go to war to keep that in place, right? So look, this is just hearsay, right? It's nothing that I've researched. But they're saying, well, other countries have tried to jump off the petrodollar and do their own thing, right?
Yep.
And then the big US went in there and stopped it. Any means possible.
Yep.
If you know what I mean.
Yep. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
But it's a funny thing. It's like he said, like you needed someone like Trump to a certain extent, right? There was just so much corruption in there.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And it's
Yeah.
been like that for centuries, whether you're in the King's Court
Yeah.
or in federal government, whatever, on all levels, right? Yeah, so he came in, he looked like the guy that was going to change everything and sort of bring some normality, common sense back into things that were going on in America.
Yeah.
But then he turned into like this monster, if you will, right? Like it's almost...
Would that be an orange monster?
yeah, it's almost like unrestricted power, right? It's almost like before the Magna Carta, where the monarchs had absolute rule.
Yeah.
So they had to come up with this thing for checks and balances, right?
Yeah.
So, dude, like, pull up. Yeah. But Trump won't pull up. He's like, I'm not pulling up for nobody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, bro.
I mean, you look at...
Right?
You look at the relationship too, Rino, that he has with people. With Zelensky, telling Zelensky. And then have a look at the relationship with Elon.
What's happened with them?
Mate, they had a falling out.
I thought they were good.
Mate, they were good, and then they had a falling out. And Donald Trump is threatening to get rid of Elon, or kick him out of America.
Out of
Like,
America?
deport him, out of America. Like, this is crazy. This guy owns Tesla, and he wants to deport Elon.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, the reporter asked him, so what's the go of Elon Musk? And he said, Elon should be afraid. He should call me,
Well, that's what I mean. You could start out virtuous, a good person, innocent, right? And like they say, the old saying, like, power corrupts. And I'm like, yeah, not only that, it attracts the corrupted as well. They'll put on this facade just to get in there, right? And once they're in there, they're just like, oh, okay, well, I've got clearance level 4. So I go to Area 51 and no shit, right? There's a lot of shit that goes on that's not out there, right?
Yeah.
But you sort of have this visceral feeling like there's something's going on in Area 51. Why? There's no transparency, all that crap.
Yeah.
And then you hear things like wild conspiracy theories. And I'm like, are they that wild? Like, are they really? Could there be some truism to a lot of stuff that people are talking about?
I think there in some cases there would be some truth.
Yeah.
Because there's so many possibilities. There could be many possibilities that we don't know
Right.
about.
There is sensationalism. We understand that,
We understand
right? And how the
sensationalism.
media sell their stories, or these people sell their stories online.
Absolutely, but if we rationalise the fact that the universe is huge,
Yeah.
and so how could it possibly be that we're the only this tiny speck?
There's a lot of questions, man.
A lot of questions there.
Yeah.
It's like, so people say,
Can I just say one thing for those people that are like truth seekers, right? This is what's got me on board with conspiracy theories, because a lot of these people just go missing. Or they're healthy individuals and they slip in the kitchen and fall 6 floors to their death. Like, what's going on there?
Yeah.
Like this, right?
There's got to be something.
You ask some questions.
There's got to be something there.
And there's things like, oh, where did that police report go? I don't know. Who was in charge with it? It's just gone missing. Like, shit happens out there.
Shit is happening.
I don't know, but I just got this feeling like nothing is what it seems.
Yeah.
And they say the first casualty of war is truth, which I believe.
Absolutely.
So when people go
100%.
Palestine, this, Israel, this, I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't even think the people over there know. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, there's a bit of wisdom there from RINO AMITUANAI. I'll tell you what, a public speaker he is. A public speaker. Put your hands together for those. Okay, now, thanks for your insight. I've got to ask you a question.
Oh, boy.
So, you've wanted to go camping. You've wanted to go fishing.
Yeah.
You wanted to go travelling.
And cruise, go on a cruise,
go
all
on a
that
cruise.
stuff. Yeah.
What's going on there? So, you mean you're in your 40s, late 40s now?
No, I'm 51.
51?
Yeah. I'm an old.
51, okay. I'm 53 this year.
Nice.
So that makes sense. So you're 51, and you've still got you've still got time to do it.
Yeah, totally.
So do you have any plans? Are yourself and your partner, Tracy?
Yeah, well, dude, I sort of like, you've got every opportunity to do it. Like in this country, there's so many opportunities to do these things, right?
Yeah.
And I just, I never got around to doing camping, fishing, or you hear things at work. Oh, my wife and I went on the cruise with the kids. I was like, that would be lovely. Like, why didn't you do it? And now you're 51 and he's got all these aspirational things that are left undone.
Yeah.
But I think that's one important thing is like, you don't want things left unsaid as well. You want to live a good life. You want to, you know what I mean? You're on your dying bed and you want to go out the right way. So that's what I'm focusing on now. We took a trip to New Zealand earlier this year. So that's literally kicked off this bucket list, if you will.
Yeah.
So hopefully we just roll on from there. So I will tell Trace there's something I want to do. She goes, let's do it. She's one of those girls, right?
Wow.
Let's go and do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how Timaruvians roll, right?
Timaru.
Yeah. That's
The
how they
young
roll.
lady from Timaru joins
There's
us
one
in the
good thing
studio.
about New Zealand, right? There you go.
Yeah. Timaru.
Yeah.
That's North Island, isn't it?
No, South.
South
Yeah.
Island, Timaru.
How far away from Christchurch Airport is it?
100k.
You know how one person at work explained Timaru? If you blink, you'll miss it. While you're driving. It's a really nice town. Like, lovely. Lovely, lovely place. People were really nice too. Yeah, it looked like Alabama in the 60s. Like, I was looking for someone. No, they weren't there, right? But it was great experience. Like,
Was that like a great Sweet Home Alabama kind of?
yeah, it's got that feel to it, man. But,
Yeah.
no, but no one's lynching, right? Everyone's so nice down there. Like, it's all good. It's all good.
Oh, wow.
Great people.
Bring back the lynch mob.
Yeah,
Timaru.
yeah.
So, what is a woman?
A woman. Woman is a female, opposite of male, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only difference is your bits and pieces, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Chromosomes.
Why would you even raise that question? Why are you asking me that, dude?
Yeah. I'm asking you because of what's going on in society.
It's controversial.
And controversial. So it's like,
Right.
you know, all these things coming out, gender pronouns,
Right.
you know, so it's like you go to a place and if someone comes to you and says, hey, listen, my pronouns are they, them,
Right.
and clearly you can see they're a female. I mean, how do we deal with that? I mean, because it's going to...
Dude, that's what you are. You're either female or you're male. There's two genders. That is it. I don't know what they're going on about. But let me tell you this. No matter how insane an ideology is, you're never short of followers in this world. Always someone. The way I look at it, Albert, is like, if something doesn't make sense, there's an agenda.
Yep.
Right? There's something behind it. There's someone funding it. There's someone pushing it.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Who it is, I don't know. They always remain faceless because they're freaking cowards, most of these people, right?
Yep.
It's like there's people that, let's just say at Tiananmen Square, right?
Yep.
They're like, oh, do this, do that, you know, we'll protest it, and then the leaders run away and leave the people, the common folks, to deal with it, right? With all the consequences.
Yep.
Like, dude, shut up. You're dumb. Like, the laws of biology to suit someone's subjective sense of self. It's crazy.
Well, it's a deluded sense of self, really, and it's not, I won't share the illusion that someone has of themselves. I can't go along with it, bro.
Yeah, no, you can think like that, but don't force me to think like that.
Well, that's the problem.
You're a girl and you're a boy.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yep. So we end up with men that identify as women in women's sports. We end up with men that identify as women using the women's bathroom. I mean,
What?
yeah. So, you know,
Okay, let me ask you this. You got your 6-year-old, goes into the toilet, right? Public toilet, and a grown man, full grown-ass man goes in there. What are you going to do? You're going to care about the law? No, you're going to go in there and sort him out.
yeah. Where do you draw the line?
But do you think it's one of those, like, bone and skull things? Like, these people that hold high positions, right? They went through universities, they formed this pack, and then they said,
Maybe.
look, we're going to get out there and conquer the world and do things our way.
Maybe there's a subculture that we
you
don't
understand?
Yeah. I know you. So you got this
Yeah.
connection between these individuals that are now gone through uni. They're up there,
Dude.
and the idealism
Yeah.
perpetuates amongst that circle.
See.
Next thing you know, it becomes law.
Yeah.
You know,
Because they're
Crazy,
top
yeah.
dogs, right?
Top
There's no
dogs.
checks and balances.
Yeah.
They're top dogs, bro. It's like, okay, so MI5 would investigate MI6, but who investigates MI5? Right?
Yep.
So if you get a cop to investigate another cop, you might as well get a criminal to investigate his own crime, sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
It's just, it's mental. So where does it stop? That's why we have the standard that everyone should tune to find harmony, which is God. There's the center.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
Exactly. 100.
We'll get into that some other time, but
We'll
you
get
know
into
what
that.
I'm saying.
Yeah, no,
right?
we will get into that. The other thing to me is I believe in God.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe in Jesus Christ. But if we have a look at the timeline, 2,000 years Jesus Christ has been here, yeah? Like that's
Yeah.
what the teaching is. It seems to me a splash in the ocean of time. Why, if humans have existed for millions or whatever, why in the last 2,000 has there been a need for the God,
That we subscribe to,
yeah,
like the Christian God.
the Christian God?
Look, I don't have the answers. The only thing I know from Catechism is what God reveals to you,
Yes.
what He wants you to know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all finite creatures, right? We're not going to understand everything and take
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
I
Well-
think it's even in the Bible where they say, like, everything that our Lord sort of said and done, not everything was recorded. If it was,
Yeah.
dude, there'll be volumes and volumes and volumes and volumes and volumes of it, right? So we just take away, I think, where we get our faith fundamentals is in the creed, right? The Apostles' Creed.
Yeah.
And that's what we learn in catechism.
Yeah.
But all your technicalities, your particulars, you do that on your own,
Yeah.
right? Or unless they have a catechism class dealing with that subject or topic, yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
But it's a very good question, yeah.
Yeah.
So when you look at the Bible, Genesis goes back to, I don't know, what's they put at 6,000, 8,000 years.
Yeah.
But you're saying like humans existed for
Yeah.
thousands of years, tens of thousands, maybe millions. But then, is it really? Like, who's telling us it's millions?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we don't know. How do they know for sure?
So you're the chief editor. I get a story. I come into you and say, this is what I saw. This is the truth. You're sitting at some newspaper agency and go, no, we're going to redact this. We're going to edit this, take it out. Now you give this to the public.
Yeah.
So what is true?
Yeah,
Yeah. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You're always searching, man. Yeah. Obviously, there's definitive things that you can look at. There's a consistency and say, oh, well, yeah, okay, that's true. Okay,
I think, well,
I get it.
there are some natural truths, like the sun comes up, the sun goes down.
It sets in the
seasons,
west and
yeah,
rises in the
there's-
east,
yeah.
right? Yeah. So there are immutable laws that are
Yeah.
unchangeable, been
That's
like
right,
that for millions
yeah.
of years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
totally.
yeah, I believe very much
Yeah.
Mother Nature, Father God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Yeah.
So, wow. Awesome podcast, mate. Awesome podcast. Awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, mate. It's
Been great fun. I didn't expect to have this. Like, I came over here just to see you again,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
to sort of reconnect and have that coffee,
Yeah.
And then before you know it, I'm in front of a microphone, headphones, and here we go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, put your hands together for RINO AMITUANAI, who joins us in the studio. Thank you also for coming out and tell you what some interesting topics we have covered during this podcast. And,
Thank
mate,
you. Thank
you're looking well, mate. Lovely to meet your partner, Tracy. God bless you, my brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, good on you, mate. All right.
What?
Awesome.